The finish line is in sight. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. We begin with a good interconference matchup. And this is the QB for the home team. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Thunderbirds get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams who could end up seeing each other again in February. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And it's the man, Saquon Barkley. He'll follow his blockers. Good idea there. It pays off. 14-yard touchdown. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Golden Eagles get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. So that'll do it for us as we look forward to what should be a fantastic final 2 weeks of the regular season. I'm Scott Hansen. Happy holidays from all of us at EA Sports.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys won't have to worry about traveling come playoff time. It's a great thing. They've already clinched the #1 seed in the NFC. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Seattle. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their
I did that yesterday when you told me to.
At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands
In the middle of the night.
If you have coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second
down.
It leads to 2nd and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick for April's draft. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. At the 46-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being...
Sorry, you almost done? Okay. Oh. Oh, man.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So on 4th down on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is 4th season in the NFL.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Seahawks at 14-1 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 70 yards. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. They run. It's Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. So that, Charles, a big decision there on fourth and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver, and they do.
The Seahawks offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 yards left on second down. From the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Powering his way forward. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
For them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that, That is, possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 50.
In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Rice. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down and inches. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute and a half. On his loop for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught back. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on the New York Jets. And this is the Jets quarterback. He's looking good for early in his career, one of 4 touchdown passes in the game. The Jets get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And here is the running back. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Bears get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the Panthers quarterback. He's looking to throw. Nothing's there, so he takes off. And he takes off to the painted grass. Touchdown. 20 yards on the scramble. The Panthers get it done within the division as
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Rams.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a give up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's another Rams 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Wiggles free. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And a good-looking return set up here. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So the big play there all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but just couldn't help himself.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 28-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Watson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. So from the 25, this is second and 5. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rashee Rice with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This one goes underneath to Walker. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2. Remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he's caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. Get the first and save a timeout.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play.
They'll look to throw.
First down.
Pass complete there to Nakua. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know One big play, though.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Down to a knee here.